U.S. President Donald Trump has promised to give more money back to Americans.
Of our trade system to protect American workers and families. Instead of taxing our citizens to enrich other countries, we will tariff and tax foreign countries to enrich our citizens.
Since taking office, he has proposed two major policies to do this: tariffs and the One Big Beautiful Bill. Trump has argued the tariffs could bring in over $1 trillion in the next year or so, offsetting some income taxes. As for the One Big Beautiful Bill, with a price tag topping $5 trillion, it's expected to fundamentally improve the lives of the American people, as well as restore economic prosperity. The White House has promised this bill will make Americans richer, with an extra $5,000 in their pockets and their tax bills reduced by at least 10%. So how exactly will the tariff policy and the One Big Beautiful Bill affect the average American? Here is one example. This is Chad. He lives in Pennsylvania and works at a car factory. In the morning, Chad has breakfast at home, usually scrambled eggs and waffles with maple syrup, accompanied by a refreshing cup of coffee. But all of these items will become more expensive due to the Trump administration's reciprocal tariffs. Chad takes a bus to the auto plant, but he's been thinking about buying an American-made car in installments. However, he recently found out that new vehicle prices have surged since Trump's new levies. He also dismisses the idea of buying a second-hand car because he worries about their quality and the rising costs for car maintenance. The tariff war has not only made some car parts more expensive, but also decreased supplies. After arriving at the factory, Chad begins to work on the assembly line. He works hard, thinking a wage raise could put the car purchase back on the agenda. But the factory later announces it will lay off hundreds of workers as a result of the new tariffs. So Chad has no hope for a raise, and he even has to worry about job security. It's time to cut down on some expenses, Chad thinks. He goes to Walmart, known for its affordable groceries and home products. However, retailers have raised prices on many daily necessities as a way to mitigate tariff impacts. Trump warned Walmart to eat the tariffs instead of raising prices. But in the end, it's consumers like Chad who are paying the price for the levies.
Cost of groceries and gas and other goods are rising. The cost of bananas, coffee, chocolate, wine, iPhones, video games, clothes, all on the rise. And we're feeling it. Trump's tariffs are a slap in the face to Americans.
Trump tried to downplay the impacts of the tariffs, saying people would be fine with less.
Well, maybe the children will have $2 instead of $30,
Tax expert Erica York says many low-income taxpayers would be worse off under the combination of Trump's tax bill and tariff plans. But for the rich, the story is a little bit different.
He made $2.5 billion today, and he made $900 million. That's not bad.
Who's benefiting? What billionaire just got richer?
Many research institutions and economists also say the U.S. tariff policy will exacerbate the gap between the rich and the poor.
So why do these tariffs only liberate the rich? There's a reason why the rich are rich, and that is that they have money left over at the end of week, month or year. Those who are on lower incomes, by and large, don't. That's because they spend everything that they have on consumption, and if the rate of tax on consumption goes up, they will therefore suffer the highest overall rate of increase in tax as a consequence of the imposition of tariffs, and the rich will suffer the lowest overall rate of increase in tax as a result of those tariffs, and therefore we will have a pure regressive tax as a result inside the USA. They are passing the tax burden of the very richest in the USA onto the mass of people in that country.
The tax cuts under the One Big Beautiful Bill will also benefit the rich, enabling high-income groups to gain significant profits. and cutting public service projects that help vulnerable groups is like giving money to the rich. Penn Wharton estimates that the top 10% of voters would receive about 2/3 of the total value of the legislation, while households in the bottom 20% would lose about $1,000 in 2026. That means 70 million Americans in low-income families will lose money due to the bill. This huge bill could lead to the largest transfer of resources toward the wealthiest Americans in U.S. history. Instead of benefiting the average American, the tariff policy and spending bill will more likely take money out of their pockets.